All right, everyone. Welcome to week number 2 for the XPL Fortnite spring season of 2021. This week, we have the Madison Marvels against the Loudoun Tsunami from Virginia. So this week, Marvels, with a win coming out of last week, are trying to keep that streak alive, seeing if they can overcome the Tsunami here. Both teams very good. I believe the Tsunami actually won their last game. Let me just double check that. It looks like, yep, they did end up winning that last one from last week. So we have a formidable opponent for the Marvels to face off against today. Let's look at our player spotlight of the week. We'll be doing one per week just to get to know some of the players a little bit better, get to see some of the faces behind those cool gamer tags. First week, we have Foxy here. And Foxy, new to XPL Madison. His most enjoyed hobby is baseball. We have a lot of baseball players here on the Madison teams. His favorite video game being Rocket League, which, by the way, we have tryouts for Rocket League and also Overwatch coming up here. So, see if he joins one of the Rocket League teams here. And then his desired superpower being Flight. A wonderful superpower, one that would come in extremely handy if he were able to do it in Fortnite. They get to realize some of that by jumping out of the bus at the beginning. A little bit of a pseudo flight there. So we'll probably see him use that a bit there. But everyone, welcome Foxy to the Madison Marvels Gold team. And with that, we will go to a quick break here while they set up this match. They are currently in the lobby, it looks like, getting it all set up, making sure everything is going smoothly here. And we can see this week it'll be the same format as the last one. So it'll be on that same map with a giant tree in the middle, a smaller version of the typical Battle Royale map that everyone is used to. So the matches only last about 10 minutes, usually a little bit less than that, as the fights are over super fast. So we'll see if they will try out to do some fast engagements or stand around and try to get as much loot as possible before the beginning of the fight. We've seen the other Madison teams this week use a lot of close range engagements, a lot of building. So we'll see if the Marvel Gold team is able to do the same. So we will be right back after this short break while they get all set up.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about picking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch, it varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, here we go. And the first round of this match starts right now. Everyone dropping in. We can see we have a new quad view for everyone at home to see the best, see if they can understand a little bit more what's going on as opposed to last week. With a little bit of the stutteriness gone, we can get a better view of the players this time. So we can see everyone just going around. Foxy ends up with a purple assault rifle as well as a couple of repulsion grenades as well. Dazzle with a couple of green weapons, a shotgun as well as a pistol. Will come in range in a lot of those short range engagements, but we'll need to do some more looting for some of the longer range stuff. It looks like a couple of players resetting some of their settings. Got to get those perfect key mappings down before the start of this match. And so you can see not too much happening here. It looks like each team ended up quite a bit far away from each other. All right, looks like Swim got his settings all correct here, ready for the battle to come. Well, let's move in to view some of the stuff that Swim is doing at the moment. We'll go to a bigger view of him. Looks like he actually got one of those purple shotguns as well. It's a charge-up one, so it does a bunch of damage. We'll see him using that to great effect. Also, the submachine gun. A lot of Madison's items right now are very close range items though, so we'll see if they're able to get that rush off to be able to get some of those good engagements going, as they will probably go a little bit whatever. If they end up getting a long range engagement, they might have a little bit of trouble there. So we'll see if Madison adapts to the weapons that they have and go for a lot of rushing strategies here. Or if they can loot for some better items. And it looks like one of them ended up found a purple scar, which is very nice. It looks like Madison has a very good lineup of their items at the moment. And during this initial part, let's take a little bit of a listen into what they talk about in some of their comms. Sometimes very interesting, sometimes very mundane, but nonetheless very informative for the rest of their team. So it looks like a lot of loot trading going on at the moment here. Let's switch over to a different view, move over to Dazzle. I think they said that they saw someone, so we will see if they're going to engage them soon here. We will move to the split player view while we wait for them to try to find something. All right, looks like they found the engagement up on the high ground up there. Foxy trying to get an aim, trying to get some aim in. Looks like the enemy team is just kind of posting up there, but Foxy has them in his sights here, trying to get some of those headshots. A good placed sniper shot, especially from a blue weapon, will absolutely annihilate that enemy player. You definitely do not want to get hit by that. Looks like the enemy team is making a few structures over there. And this is what I was talking about with those long-range engagements. Madison doesn't have a whole lot of options. Actually, it looks like they actually found quite a few options. It looks like Swim as well as Foxy have those sniper rifles, as well as Dazzle and Yaya Shmoney actually ends up getting a sniper as well. So Madison really wants to keep this long-range engagement. I'm sure that they're very happy to stay at this extended distance pick off the enemy team one by one. And look at that shot by Foxy. Super close. Let's get a little bit. And he does get one. Let's move into Foxy's, and they get one. They got one knocked. And let's move over to someone who's a little bit closer here. We have Dazzle right up in their face above them. Let's move over to his perspective over here. Dazzle dropping down on top of the enemy team, breaking their shots, and getting them right in the middle here. Gets one shot off, but gets shot himself. Builds around him to try to heal him as well. Let's tune into some of their... Look at that. And they end up getting all three with an incredible shot there. I'm pretty sure we missed it from Swim, but that was a fantastic play by the Madison team. And for the first round goes to the Madison Marvels here. And so we will be right back once we get some of the switches up from the enemy team, and our teams get a couple of the rosters switched up here. We'll be right back. All right, we are back after a couple of a little bit of technical difficulties with the sound settings. Always a struggle with the tech here, but we got it all figured out and are ready for the next match. So they will be starting here in a 30 seconds, it looks like here. So first round went to the Madison Marvels here, and since it is a best of 5, they'll be playing at least 2 more here. See if they can close out and make it 3 victories for the Madison teams this week here. So they did a great job of sticking together and getting those shots in. I believe I heard them talking about a shotgun that ended up doing a bunch of damage as a headshot. So we will see how they do. Looks like every single Madison team so far has really favored and conquered during those short range engagements. Not really doing too much in the long range, as you can see, even though they had all of the sniper rifles, or almost everyone had a sniper rifle last game. It really came down to those close range engagements where Madison really pulled out on top, maybe due to the rapid building that some of these players can do. As you can see during the game, it's just absolutely incredible how fast some of these players can move in the vertical direction. So given this overview here, it looks like everyone's doing a pretty standard run. Since all the loot is pretty much standardized in this map, so that is even for everyone, they're getting some pretty good loot here. Looks like Dazzle already with that bullpup gold gun, a very good one, and also gets that second gold shotgun. Absolutely stacked in the gun department Dazzle is here. And so we'll see what the rest of the team can pick up here. So looks like Foxy does pick up a good couple of weapons there. Has the jump as well, getting the repulsion grenades. Pretty good at getting in there and disrupting the enemy team. Getting those close range engagement that Madison has favored so far. And Foxy finds another gold shotgun. Madison is going to be a threat during those close range matchups here. So I can foresee Madison trying to get those engagements, using those repulsion grenades to launch themselves further into the enemy team once they figured out where they're at. So moving over to Foxy, we'll see how he is doing at the moment. Looks like a little bit of sharing between everyone here is always a good thing. Getting those guns evenly spread so that everyone is able to effectively fight in the match to come. And so Madison hasn't ended up finding the enemy team quite yet. Move over to Swim. They're right in the middle here with that giant tree, so they have to be careful from the outside. Looks like Swim gets that golden assault rifle, a wonderful pickup for him. Looks like he is observing it a little bit there as well. And it looks like they might have actually gotten into an engagement there. Swim shooting him, gets one shot off, but gets popped himself. Almost all of his shields go away right there. That was a large hit to Swim right there. And so moving over to Yaya Shmoney. Ooh, he just got a shot in there as we missed it, but looks like he might get another one. All the Madison players staying fairly back this time, but gets a couple of shots in there by Yaya Shmoney. Getting that blue health gone is always good. Getting those shields away before the main fight is always something you want to be aiming to do. So it looks like the enemy team is trying to rush. We'll move over to the comms for Madison to see how they're going to deal with this. Swim. Getting those shields up.
Run right here.
I'm right here.
You're shaking.
Intel from our team. Looks like there's 3 left here. Swim taking the save option, hiding within the mass of hostages here, but exiting out. See this crazy boost, and he does find him and gets the 1-tap here. And with that, I believe there might be one more here. And they get the victory right there. Wonderful job from the Madison Marvels there. Looks like we had 2 and 2 kills right there. Great job from the Madison Marvel Gold team getting that second victory. And with that, they are 2-0. Once again, they're using the Dragon Breath shotgun. That was the one shot that Swim ended up getting in there. So it has some massive damage as well as a burn effect afterwards. So you could see it did nearly 150 damage by getting that headshot. So massive damage for the victory right there. And we will be right back after these player swaps and commercial break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different...
All right, and we are back. Really quick intermission there, and we are back into the action once again. Well, action is a strong word as they still need to go around and find all the good loot. Looks like Yaya Shmoney right off the bat getting that long-range weapon, the blue one, as well as a purple shotgun. And it looks like Swim ends up with 2 purple shotguns, probably going to give one to his teammates, as there is no use to having 2 of the same gun in this game. Yep, and it looks like Swim will be pinging that tactical shotgun for someone else to get to improve their arsenal. It looks like Madison ended up going to the same spot as last time as well. With this 4-player view here, they are also in the middle of the circle this time, so they won't have to move too far if they don't want to. The circle will be moving in about 1 minute and 20 seconds, so they have quite a bit of time before they are really forced to do anything. So Madison will take this time to get as powerful as possible to be ready for this first fight here. They have been doing a great job so far of getting those engagements. Those team fights have been going in Madison's favor very well. Getting those picks in the very beginning of the fights has proved to be very beneficial to the Madison team, as once it's a 3v4, it's fairly easy for the Madison team to overwhelm the Tsunami. And so, listening to the comms here on my end, I believe they find some people center, and they are getting hit. You can see Yaya Shmoney got a hit on him, and they're pinging danger over there. So we'll see how this fight goes on. We will bring it in to Yaya Shmoney, see how he's doing here, see how he takes on this engagement. Looks like Madison is posting up in a semicircle, trying to get the drop on the enemy team. You can see Tsunami is keeping it pretty safe over there, building up. Swim tried to throw a couple of grenades over there, but did not end up reaching. And it looks like not too much has happened here. A little bit of a stalemate at the moment. If we move over to Swim, you can see a little bit of a trick. He is what's called cone peeking, where he can actually be protected like this, but also be able to see above him as well. So using this to his advantage, is able to peek out of his little structure without actually bringing himself in harm. A very good tactic by Swim, and one that I even was not aware of before he just showed us just now. Move over to Foxy. He's looking a little bit closer than the rest of them. Intel from the Madison comms. Looks like they might be planning on doing a short launch over here, which means that they will be blasting up into the air to try to get the high ground advantage on them by flying in. And you can see that the circle is still within them, so they're not really forced to move here. They can just kind of wait out the other team, and looks like Foxy actually got a hit on their shields right there. That's a good first poke. Getting that poke in is pretty good for the start of this match, but he does get poked himself. Got to be careful there. And it looks like they have decided that they want to rush them here. So Foxy building up there. Getting the high ground already, is on top of this other player here so far. Getting that high ground, and now he is above. But Foxy's ground gets taken out from underneath them. Moving over to the wider view so we can try to figure out what's going on here. We got Swim trying to hit him here. We got one down from Foxy, and Dazzle goes down as well. Looks like Yaya Shimoni does go down as well, so it's Swim just left here. He might try to heal, but it looks like the other team is not giving him a chance to. He tries to go out, gets knocked down on one of the team members, but does not end up getting it. And this third match does go to the Tsunami. That was a very close one there. Madison just wasn't able to get the positions on the enemy team as they wanted to, and one might think that maybe they should have pushed the objective like they have been before, but they chose to stay back, play it safe, but the Tsunami ended up on top there by getting those early team fight picks. So with that one, we are now 2-1. Marvels are still winning this series so far. And we will be right back with the fourth match here in just a bit.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, and we are back with the last, hopefully, last match of the day. It is currently 2-1 Marvels, so Marvels just need one more victory to win this series here. Looks like they dropped to the same spot. Since they are familiar with this spot, it makes sense to drop to the same one so that they know where the loot is, considering it is all standardized in this game mode. So the amount of loot is generally the same as well. Looks like so far nothing too out of the ordinary here. Getting a lot of the same guns. Swim has a bunch of blue guns at the moment right now. Moving over to his view, it looks like he has a sniper rifle, a shotgun, and also a assault rifle. So he is absolutely stacked with weapons here, and actually gets a gold shotgun instead. Ends up trying to give it to another player here. The benevolence is there for sure, making sure that the rest of his team is properly equipped as well. Moving over to, we got Dazzle here with a couple of purple weapons as well. Got that shotgun, got the assault rifle, and also has the medkit, which might come in handy. While it does take a very long time to use the healing, it still can come in handy, especially if you're super low on health. It heals you up to completely full, so that could come in handy for sure. Currently just making some supplies here. Looks like Dazzle has an incredibly large amount, more than he could probably ever use during this. 500 is the max that you're able to have for all of your materials, so trying to get more than that will prove nothing. You can see when he's pickaxing stuff, it says that he can't hold any more, which, as you can see on the right side there, he has 500 wood and also 500 steel, which is a very, very large amount. And it looks like they may have found the other team here. Let's move to the 4-player view here to try to see who it is that found them. Looks like they're right in the middle. Oh, and you see on Yaya Shmoney's screen, I believe he saw them as well. You can see that they are there, and they ping the danger over that way as well. So the fight is imminent. We'll see how they choose to fight this round. Alright, and as they engage this fight, let's move over to their con to see how they're going to deal with this situation. Alright, not too much comms going on here.
So, I have an idea. What if we launched on this hill so we had high ground? We can launch on this hill so we have height on it. Never mind.
We can just...
Yeah, there's minis.
See the contemplation. Should they go high? Should they go low? We'll see what they decide here. The fight will end up becoming imminent since... Oh, and they are coming. Someone spotted them. Oh, and Foxy got a little bit of hits on him.
There's one on top of the hill. Watch out. One up here.
We have Dazzle over on the side, trying to get some shots in on the other side. Once again, Madison is choosing to turtle a little bit here, waiting for them to come in. All of them are on the same. It looks like Swim is trying to get the shot on with that sniper rifle. Madison seems to be doing a pretty good job of poking here.
Are they in yet?
No, we're not even in, so they're definitely not in.
It sounds like they do have sniper rifles here. And moving a little bit closer, we'll go to Dazzle. He is getting a few shots, and he's probably one of the farther ones away, but he is getting a couple of shots with that purple. Moving over to Yaya Shmoney. He gets knocked down, though, Move over to Swim instead. He does get a knockdown, but he is dangerously close in here. He's going to try to get one knocked down. It looks like he almost got shot. Keeping the building, comes out with the shotgun, gets another knockdown. He is very low himself, though. He's got to be careful, though. So he starts getting some of those things, gets rid of those 2 knockdown players. So it is now 2v2, Madison versus the Tsunami. You see Swim trying to reach up there, trying to get the high ground on this other person. Looks like they did get knocked. They knocked one. Looks like Swim is trying to get the last one and gets knocked for the last one for the victory for the Madison Marvel Gold team. A fantastic display right there for that last game. A very close one as well. Helping out their teammates, getting those shots in, and that is enough for the victory today for Madison Marvel's Gold team. And with that victory, that means the Madison teams are 3-0 for today. A fantastic job by every one of the teams pulling out those victories for the Madison XP League name. And with that last game done with, we will most likely go and maybe do a friendly, maybe do a interview afterwards. We shall see what the coaches decide here. Yep, and it looks like they will be doing a friendly here. So we will be right back with one of those friendlies. Alright, and we are back once again for the friendly match here. Of course, the Madison team already won the day, but it is never a bad idea to get just a little bit more practice against a great team like the Tsunami. Getting that real-world practice is always better than playing against the bots or the random people that you meet in the Battle Royale. Looks like Madison's starting off pretty strong here. Getting a couple of gold weapons, Foxy and Yaya Shmoney getting the gold. We have Dazzle with the purple, and we have Swim with another purple over there as well. And once again, just like normal, everyone getting the materials that they need, trying to get up to the max number. All of the items here in this game mode end up giving a bunch of materials, so they can quickly get the proper amount of materials they need for the upcoming fight. And so up here they have seen them here, so let's jump into their comms.
Just push them. It's last game.
Yeah, just push. Oh, man. Oh,
That they're planning on pushing them over here.
Oh, my God.
But it looks like Dazzle does go down. Maybe the arrogance a little bit too much. Can't go in that hard. But the rest of the team is coming to back him up here. We'll move over to, let's see, look over to Yaya Shmoney. He's under some heavy fire over here. And it does get knocked down right before we're able to go view him. And it looks like Foxy does get knocked down as well. So moving over to Swim. He has 3 health right now, so it does not look too good for the Madison team. And they do go down here. Thankfully, just a friendly match there, but the rushing tactic from Madison was just not the move during that fight there, and they do get taken down because of it. And with that last friendly match, we will move to an interview from Foxy, giving us a little bit of insider knowledge as to how this game played out. So we will be right back after this very short break. Alright, welcome back. I have Foxy with us here today for the interview. Here to tell us a little bit about how the game went, a little bit of insider knowledge. So, Foxy, how do you think the game went today? What do you think the team did well? What do they think they did bad? Anything like that?
I think the game went well. We had good communication.
Yeah, you guys pulled a win out last week. Was there anything you did different this week that you thought worked well?
Not really, I don't think so. I think we just stuck to the same plan.
Yeah, same game plan. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. And what was your favorite play of the game today?
My favorite play of the game today was I headshot sniped one person, and then as a team, we all communicated with each other and pushed together to make sure they couldn't get the finish or to get the res.
Yeah, I believe that was the second match, right? I think so. I think we did that. Definitely did watch you pick off that one guy, and then everyone basically bum rushed everyone after the end there. So. To get that victory. Well, thanks for the interview. Just for everyone at home watching, just a reminder that we have tryouts for Overwatch and Rocket League at Edgewood and also at Sun Prairie. You can go to xpleague.gg/Wisconsin to see that. For today, that is all. Make sure to tune in next week for